Okay, guys, I said that I was going to get on here. I'm a little bit late. I wanted to have a cigarette and get a drink and all that good stuff. And I went out to get my mail, and my neighbor started talking to me. And I noticed that I'm getting donations unexpectedly, and I didn't ask for Halloween. Um, so for those that do follow me in the neighborhood, and thank you for donations. But I promised something for my daughter. She wanted a fairy after seeing what I'm making. So I am going to make her a special edition, and for you guys to be able to see this, you got a chance to see me make a quick one of my dead fairies. I now have 4 made. This one is going to be a special one for my daughter, because I really don't want to put Disney in my yard per se. But this isn't technically Disney because it's not necessarily a Disney story, but it goes along the lines of Disney. And it's, oh, and I just had what I needed for that. I may have to run out to the garage for it because I needed rubber bands. And believe it or not, of all the things that I have, I don't have rubber bands, so I may have to go get it. Maybe I'll be able to use wire. So, my neighbor, if you guys are following me on my Facebook page, please absolutely do. I am working on my mermaids. I did finish one of my dead mermaids, my skeleton dead mermaids. She's done. I have not shared her yet here on YouTube. I will be. My second one is almost done. I was working on her live on Facebook too. Everybody, if you have not, go onto my Facebook page and watch the videos of me making them live on Facebook. My Triton, I'm planning on doing that one live here on YouTube. It's going to be probably a 2-part system too, like I have been doing with the smaller ones. The smaller ones that I have been working on are 16-inch Triton. The one that I'm going to be calling Triton, he's 30 inches. I was supposed to have him the other day, only to find out, because I thought I'd give it a day. The night that it was due in, that I got an email, and I didn't catch it till the next day, because I thought I'd give it a day, that they canceled it that night that it was due in. So I had to reorder it for some other place, and it's really hard to find that sizable mermaid. So I'm not due to get him for a week. But I have a lot of projects, and I'm not going to be doing a lot of them live here on YouTube because it's hard. So some of the things that I'll make outside of live videos, maybe I'll do them just pre-done videos without being live, and then some that I'll just share in general in videos and post here, like my 5 to 20 minute videos. But I'm trying to do as many live for the holiday here. And I'm also working on my bulletin board, which I use as my garage door. And I started that. I'm doing pictures of the sequence of me making it. It's going to take me over a week to do my garage door. But I can't put all of my yard up. Plus, I don't trust my Halloween stuff to people. And we're also have to watch Tropical Depressions here. We're possibly looking at one by the end of next week. But if you guys are following, you watch me do my skeletons. This is a skeleton garland that you can get at the Dollar Tree. I've been using these guys. So I have one done, and I antique them, and I had to go get some new antique glaze. And it's no longer in like the plastic jar because I go through this like crazy, and I haven't went through a lot in the last 9 years. The last one lasted me a while. I used to go through jars like crazy when I had my own ceramic shop. But this is what I use. This is what it now looks like. So if you guys are wondering, that's what I use to antique my skeletons. I have yet to do my 6-foot skeletons only because of the fact that, because we are military, at least for another 6 to 7 or so, 9 months, I guess, not even that. I have to be able to put them back in the box, but next year it's going to be very exciting. And I have started to plan out what I'm planning on doing when my husband retires, because I'm now going to start focusing on me, which is still going to come into play for Christmas and Halloween and my lifelong of everything. And I think I've had my calling with everything I've done all these years and build it up. So you guys are real. Oh, how did you get in here, you little crap box? Mickey has been driving me crazy. He wants Mama's attention. And he's just a little crap box. He meows. So, that's the half one. I have one already antiqued, and there's a reason why some of these I have to do in advance. Because it does have to have time to dry, and because it's a glaze. So now you can see why. Some of this stuff has to have some drying time. And every one of my skeleton dead fairies, now you don't have to make them like that. You can also make Mickey, I really would prefer you to go out of this room. You cannot get on my table. Get out. Come on, go. You can meow out my door. I don't care. Go. Bye. Especially when I start doing wings, he wants to play, and I'm happy I'm not going to be dealing with feathers right now. So that's what it looks like after being antiqued. So this is what it cost. It's $1 for the 4 of these. It is called the skeleton garland at the Dollar Tree. It's amazing what you can do. Now I have a huge, well, not necessarily a huge craft room, but if you guys have been watching, I have D-stashes. I have decided to go ahead and leave those up another week, and just for another week, because I'm going to go ahead and put week 2 on starting on Sunday. And you guys know, and if you guys are following me, this time every bit of the money is going towards my husband. That after shipping and fees, because PayPal has hit me with fees this time completely. With the 4 ladies that purchased so far, after all of that, because they should get their stuff today, it was $194.82, and that should cover a interview, a hotel, and gas for up to 3 states around. But I'm also looking at about $3,000 for his retirement ceremony. So I've got to come up with all of that. And it's not money we have extra, but it's something I want to do for him. And what else better to do for all the stuff he's given me. So all this stuff, and legitimately, and again, I'm keeping track on the Facebook page so you all know, and you'll know where it's all going. I will not tell you where the interviews are, but I will let you know as the total starts going down. I won't tell you exactly, but when the money gets down to where there's nothing, or the final total, I'll take whatever's left, and half of that I will keep towards something for him, and the for sort of a gift towards you guys, from you guys, and then the other half I will rotate it back into prizes for you guys. So I'll make it into some sort of gift from you guys to him, and then the other half I'll put towards prizes towards you guys again. That's how much I love you. Okay, so I'm now going to be able to give away what princess. I'm doing a princess. This princess is something that my daughter picked. I gave her many options, and she chose this particular princess. I am doing Rapunzel. This is what she chose. So, and of course, it's because she's pink. She could have done, of course, Sleeping Beauty Aurora, but she chose Rapunzel. So, because she's a fairy, I had to come up with a concept on wings. So, if you guys remember me doing the flowers, and I was telling you guys I had a project that I was doing, and I have kind of given up on it after I started doing it. The big flowers that I was making and I was teaching, I started completely covering my ceiling in here. And I must have did 50 or 60 of the big flowers. Well, it's not even a tenth of the ceiling, though it looks really cool. I thought it'd be cool to have like a flower garden on my ceiling. I quit. When I move, I'm giving them to the neighbors' kids down the street. I'm not taking them down anymore. I worked on it for 3 hours to get them up on the ceiling because I had to do extra leaves. I'm not doing it. It's one of those never-ending projects. Nope. So I have all these extra things left from that, and I thought, oh, well, I still have butterflies. Those wings are great. So I have pink wings, and I have purple wings. So they're just perfect for Rapunzel. I also looked, and I had some of these other little flowers, these little canvas flowers. All of these were from the Dollar Tree. Now, I don't necessarily buy all my stuff from the Dollar Tree, but it kind of worked in my favor. My neighbor also gave me she's got 3 girls, and she gave me some Barbies. Now, she gave me 8. I didn't expect 8. I was hoping for 2, and I really was kind of hoping for 4 because I was going to rip some of them apart, and I have. And if you were watching me on Facebook, I've really enjoyed scalping them. I've never cared for Barbies. I wasn't real thrilled when my daughter was into them, but then Bratz came out, and I was much happier with Bratz. She did, however, bring me one Monster High, which I get the coolness to them because I'm kind of the weird, freaky girl, but though I was more of a baby doll with Kewpies as a kid, and I was into Musketeers, because you got to remember how old I am. And I'm not into the newer Musketeers, but yeah, so I've really enjoyed tearing them up. So if you guys are watching my mermaids, you had already saw what I did to 2 of them. One was not a, Monster High girl, but she was cool. So I have skinned 2 of them, I guess. I have scalped 2, but I have another one here that I'm going to use parts and pieces off of her. Not really, I'm not scalping her, but I am taking this particular piece off her outfit. And then this other one, I was looking at these other Barbies, and in the movie sometimes they display that she's got blonde hair. And if you guys know the story, at least a Disney story, they portray her to be blonde hair, but when it comes down to it, even in the storybook, they actually portray her to have brown hair. Now, obviously, you look at the skeleton, and the long hair on a Barbie actually fits the long hair with Rapunzel, not necessarily down and flowy, which would be a bad idea anyway for a skeleton. Because it would get caught up. So I don't really want to use her hair. And I'm going to get back. So I'm glad she gave me some that have broken legs, because body parts are going to come in handy later. But this one, and I want to use her face later, but her hair is just perfect in my opinion. Because if I would, on the other ones, I would have made it darker anyway from aging it. So I'm actually going to use her hair, and we're going to scalp her yet. So if you get the idea that her hair is going to be on this one. So that's the reason why I was needing rubber bands. In the meantime, we are going to dress this one up. The hair will be one of those last things that we do, as well as the wings. We can start prepping the wings. But I also have some sheer. Now remember, when you start melting things, you do not want silk, you don't want cotton, and definitely not want canvas. When it is organic, organza, organic, it will melt, or it will burn. When it's a non-organic material, it will melt rather than burn, especially if you guys have watched my videos on making melted flowers. If you would like to see those, I make beautiful long stem flowers, corsages, and boutonnieres. They're gorgeous, and they're better than silk flowers. They last forever. Now I also have some of this Kremlin, which I think is too dark, so we're not going to use that. So I'd like this little sherry, because we're not going to use a lot anyway. And then I have a little bit of this organza, so we might use just a little bit of that. I could use a little green, probably not so much. I might take some sort of green leaf if I have something, and kind of tear a little piece off of that, just to add a little bit of different color to it. But at the same time, maybe not so much. I might pull out maybe a little satin ribbon here and there, just to give it that little portray of Disney to it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut, and my hot glue gun is ready. If you use, if you want and you have more of the patience than I do, and you don't want to use a hot glue gun, feel free to. You guys spend more time doing it, but since I'm doing a video, if you decorate the inside of your house, and I apologize, I know I'm talking too fast. I do that sometimes. Actually, no, I do it a lot. I'll try to slow down. Maybe you can put me on that little slow button y'all have. I cannot wait till y'all see what I'm doing. I have everything sketched out for my yard. And like I said, I started, see, now I'm going to start slow down. I get so excited. I'm so stinking excited. Let's see if I have that satin in here too. Solid satin or over the sheer. See, I gave up. I told my husband, and I told everybody last night on Facebook, don't ask me to clean my craft room. I cleaned it out for the destashes. And I said that I was going to clean it up and reshare the room and show how much I cleaned up. And then I started realizing, don't ask me until after Christmas, because it's not going to happen. I give up. So, no, it's not going to happen. So it doesn't matter what shape it is. It doesn't matter if it looks stupid, because it's dead. So I would not be concerned over it at all. Now, you're going to want this probably more for the top, because, you know, it's more sheery at the top anyway. So we're going to kind of give her, and again, we're going to melt it up. Now, again, what I was telling everybody before, and if you guys watch my other videos, either on Facebook or on my Grim Reaper, you really kind of want to bend it while you have that opportunity before you get the glaze on, because then you have to worry about when it starts to dry about it cracking. Because the legs move, obviously. But if you want to bend the knees, this is what you got to worry about, is the crack. But even before you put the glaze on, you still have to worry about it. So you don't want to put too much stress on the quote joints. So I'm just gonna do a slight bend. And that's, if you're putting them in jars at the end, it's gonna be more interesting. You can kind of shove it a little bit down in the jars, see? It's not so much ladylike, but I'm calming down because I'm getting relaxed now. See what I was doing with my mermaids, and see if I have some of it in here. Because the arms were driving me crazy and getting in the way. Wasn't necessarily hog tying them, but I was tying their arms up because they were driving me crazy. And I will be using this wire another time, so. But if you have not seen my mermaids on my Facebook page, because I have not yet shared them here, I'm going to share them both at the same time so that I can get you all excited about when I do King Triton. Because I think I'm going to do Triton staff first. I'm here to get you all excited. Please remember, Triton's been killed, just like these mermaids. And they actually scare me. I'm not scared of anything when it comes to haunted houses. I absolutely love them. The only thing that bothers me with haunted houses is the never-ending tube cycle thing, because I'm epileptic and I can't really walk through them. So we're gonna just kind of twist it around, because we're gonna melt it up. Oh, and by the way, have a torch lighter. Amazing things with Halloween, especially when you're dealing with stuff. So I'm just, and don't worry, because you're going to get it to work around the pelvic bones and the joints and the bones, and it's all going to work in your favor. You just got to watch that it doesn't stick to something. And I absolutely swear by self-healing mats. Even if you don't sew, they're amazing, even when it comes to hot glue. I have, I think, 4 of them, and I jack them up all the time. If you notice, it's my pink one right now. My Robin Egg Blue's in the other room. I asked my husband. I'd asked him for a long time, and I just figured I'll put it in his face now. And I kind of did. He did, however, clean it for me. I just haven't brought it in here. I'm going to put a little down its leg, just because I want it kind of to stick to its leg as I'm starting to melt it in. It's not going to stay like this, guys. Just remember it. We could leave it a little bit like that, and it will look a little bit like it. I stick some more up on her hiney. I'm on YouTube, not as much on Facebook, and I'm a little more personal and a little more herbal on my Facebook. A little more blunt. No, you are not coming in here. Sorry, Mick. He'll probably start yelling at me. Oh, he can get so nasty with me. I love Mickey to death. His name is Mickey Donald. Mickey, because he's black and we love Mickey Mouse. You understand why I don't want to do Disney in the front yard. The only Disney that I would do is Jack. And I won't have Jack right now, and it would be a special part of my yard. Though I don't think I would do more of the kitty version. I would do the really scary version of Jack. I can't do a cute version of that. And everything I've ever done on Christmas and Halloween, if my plans that I've been talking about the last couple days, it just, everything's dawned on me. Everything I've done. And if I end up living by somebody on here, I really would love to have you participate. It's going to be great. It's going to be something that I think that I'll get not only the community, the city, the state, the counties all involved. And I'll rally the country in if I can get it the way I want. And I've been a big advocate. I've gotten states and stuff and governors and stuff involved in stuff before, but I'm going to take everything to a whole new level. Everything, it just completely dawned on me. Everything I've ever wanted to do, except what I really, my career-wise, that I've always wanted, which when you choose to be a wife of a military man, and everything changes. Okay, wait, I gotta adhere that kind of to her chest, so it will more or less melt into her chest. I need it to melt into her chest. tell you that. I think you know it. We're just playing around. It doesn't matter how much you put on it anyway, because most of it's going to get melted. It's a skeleton. And I just did her arms like that so it's out of my way. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? Like I said, I know Bill, if you're popping on here and back, my buddy Bill from high school, I got a kick. I know I mentioned him on Facebook last night on my craft Facebook. He's doing these awesome tombstone, which I want to do them so bad. I've had this stuff to do them for years, and I can't do them right now. I already feel this little attic. My mom's told my husband for years that he needs to seriously make sure I have a barn. And my mom's right. But if everything works the way I have now realized in the last 24 hours what I need to do, I will. And I will have every bit of the community's help. You guys are gonna, I want to say it, but I want to make sure it starts into a reality before I do it, before I start mentioning it. And I'm super excited. I don't know why I didn't start piecing it all together. I'm so excited about it, though. It's like a calling. You know, when you get your calling, you know exactly what you need to do. And I now know what it is. I've never been more sure, besides, you know, marriage and babies. And everybody thought I was crazy. And I got married in my senior year, and they're like, oh, you're pregnant? I'm like, no. Why would you get married? Why would you get married? Yeah, I bet you're pregnant. Nope. I actually got really sick my senior year, and I dropped, and I was already tiny to begin with. I wore my wedding dress, which I didn't wear anything fancy. I was planning on having a bigger wedding in the summer, but I decided to keep the money and do something else. I paid for furniture. I was going to have, before I met my husband, I had an apartment set to move out May 1st of my senior year. Instead, I was living on my couch, or the furniture. I had everything packed up in the basement, had my husband's stuff packed up because he was in AIT at the time, and I was living on my love seat out of a suitcase. But I had dropped. I think I was about 115 when I got married. And that was the height of weight for me. I dropped down to about 70 pounds. My wedding dress was tight on me. I got married, and I swam in it when I graduated. It was white. We wore orange at our graduation, so for females. She almost looks like Mulan, right? Don't worry, she's gonna have puffy sleeves when I get done. You're not gonna be able to get me to shut up, Sue. Sorry. And I can't see if anybody's commenting, but I will get back to your comments, I promise. I talk a lot, and I don't know how to shut up. But I am straightforward, I'm honest, and I'm very blunt. If it's got edges, don't worry. And it's not going to matter if anything right now looks funny, because it's all going to get melted a little bit. So if she looks funny, don't worry. Now, she don't look like a female quite yet. We're going to start making her look real. All right. So I would like to start melting her a little bit. We're going to keep layering her, but this is just the basic layer. We're going to start melting her, because you want the bones to start showing. Now, you're going to melt away quite a bit of it. I'm going to be kind of disappointed I'm not keeping it, but I love my daughter. Because you want the rib cage to start showing. You want pieces to start, see? See how cool that is? You want it to show pieces and parts. It's funny because I started burning candles again because I haven't really burned them in years. And I can walk out the door with a half candle that I hadn't used in 2 days and come back and be gone. And I was like, talking to my son, I was like, what the heck is your problem? He goes, you never let me play with lighters before. I said, no, what makes you think you can use my candles now? Oh, see? Look how iridescent that is. You can see the bone. Things happen when you play with a lighter. Not for children under 18. Sorry. I have to put that advisement out. See, good things happen to weird things. Let that dry a little bit. Weird science. I like that rib cage showing. You want it to look decayed and gross, and give it a chance. She will look like a dead Rapunzel. As close to it. Now remember, it may not be exactly the look of real Rapunzel from Disney, but I will do my best. I'm gonna try to get up where you can see underneath her rib cage. Ooh. You start seeing the formation of her rib cage and the back of her spine. You see it? Her arms are set in the way. I'm afraid to touch it. Yep, still sticky. I'll get to the bottom of her dress. I kind of like how that goes over there, so I'm not going to try to touch that too much. If you're afraid of fire, this is not a project for you. Don't be afraid. I could sing you some Jack songs. I'll pop from song to song on Facebook. Everybody gets, I don't know if you get a kick out of it, but I can't play real music because YouTube and Facebook are a pain in the butt now. They're mean. I used to have a lot of fun. I gotta turn my fan off. I turned it down low the other day. It wasn't low enough. I hate the fact of totally turning it off because of fumes. I don't think you guys have to worry about some sort of contact high or toxic fumes. It'd just be me. There we go. Much better. I like how that sleeve right there, do you see it? I like how that's looking. I like how she looks. And it stiffens the material, which is great. So let's see what we can do sort of to the back. Again, it doesn't, I wouldn't her back spine to show. Sorry, sometimes. It's going to be hard for me to show you exactly on some of this because I have to get, oh, I like the fact it's toasty. Again, decaying, please note that. Oh, it's like pulling muscle. All right, go ahead, say it. I'm like too into it. You see how it's starting to pull? Watch, see it? It's already pulling without me doing it. Pull, pull. It's like a weird, scary movie. You see it's starting to pull through? Oh, don't let it be. I'm going through torch lighters like crazy. All right, I gotta run out and get another lighter. My apologies. Guess you're going with me though. 2 for $5. Bites the dust. No, you still can't come in if you don't look at me. Alright. It smells like Barbie died. Alright. My apologies. Look at that. Look how cool. Alrighty. I just like the torch lighters better. Almost reminds you of the movies Alien. You know what I'm saying? Like around the egg pods. Like how it's a little iridescently clear. All right. I like how this one's looking. So let's keep her arms up. That's what. No, you're not coming in. Stop scratching. Not happening, boy. A lot of breath. Sorry, guys. Let's start working on the dress. Remember, she's decaying. The back is still kind of hot. No, it feels rubbery. I wish I could see what you guys are saying. Front's cool. Cool to touch, I mean. It's still a little bit sticky. Yeah. I hear you. Don't mean it's gonna make me change my mind. I really like how that looks. It's almost like glass. Really, if you guys were commenting, I wish I could see. I really do. I like that fringe. It's almost like something from Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is just like fun stuff. It's all the things that you wanted to do as a kid to your Barbies, but your mother would kill you. Not literally kill you, but you would get in a lot of trouble. Or what you would like to do to your little sisters or your moms or your cousins. Just see, look how it's starting to pull and tear. Remember, it's decaying. It's not like it's been a couple of days or a couple of weeks. It's something that's been like dead for years. Look at it this way. It's like The Walking Dead. Which I gotta tell you, I love The Walking Dead and the Fear of the Walking Dead. But seriously, see if you don't agree with me. It's been like years. How is it that there are still so many Walking Dead? Seriously, bodies decay. It's not like they're embalmed. How are their brains still alive? Even if the brains, because their goo would still keep going, the bodies would still decay. Even the ones that are sitting in some sort of water, there's no way, if they're sitting in that water for 6 months, that they would still be there. It is scientifically absolutely impossible. I'm just digging her. I'm trying to get to where I can see her thigh a little bit better. Well, thigh bone, her femur. And it bunches it a little bit more. Oh, yeah, baby. I know, I got a little too excited about this, but the more you get to do it, the more exciting it is. Kind of reminds me of Jasmine, too. Oh, I should do a Jasmine doll. And that's awesome. It's still a little soft. Has a little roughness to it. Okay. So, for discretionary for children under 13, I took it off without showing her. I probably should turn it inside out like a professional sewer. Or cut the band off. I stripped the Barbie, so I thought it was appropriate for me to strip the Barbie. If you guys are not a subscriber to my page, please do so now. If you want to help out with my husband retiring, I'd greatly appreciate it. And I am one of those people, again, who don't lie about anything. I don't know if I should put it around her neck or what would be around her hair. But I'm thinking, she didn't really wear a crown, did she? Now, this would have been more of Ariel. Not Ariel, Aurora. Aurora's crown was more like this. So I'm going to probably put this, bunch it up more here. It's starting to look more like pants on her. Where's my hack looking? I'll have to find some ribbon for her. See if I can bunch it. Remember, it's going to be melted up anyway. It'll probably bunch up with it. And if it's off, it doesn't really matter. She's dead. Nothing stays the same when you're dead. This is as close as you get to being a dead Rapunzel. I'll let that cool off a little bit. Let me give some sort of pleat. Hopefully it'll pleat a little bit more. Let me see. Let me put some. I'll leave my extra goodies because I'm gonna put some pearls on her. Some flat back pearls. Let me see if I can find some satin ribbon here. I know you can't see. My sincere apologies. But for me to pull some of this out in front of y'all might not be worth it, but that might actually not be so bad. That might actually work. Just a little piece of this one makes more sense. May not necessarily burn this one so much as age this one. If you guys know her dress, maybe age it and add a little purple to it for the front of her dress. Do you see what I'm saying? It is a slight purple or pink. So if I cut a snip, put the tape back on it, that makes some sense too, right? If I give it just a slight purple tint and a slight aged look to it. And if you know what this is from following me on my secondary mermaid, you guys must see that. I'm not gonna have that up here yet. She's not done though, her eyes are drying. She's just about done, but I will finish her up. I've got one of the cages to one of the mermaids. This is Tim Holtz Concord Grape. Dusty Concord, well close. I just want to give her a dusting of... It's always hard to see some of this stuff. I don't want to spray it because I think it'd be too dark. Just want to give a hint to it, and then I'm going to take some of the antique photo, is it antique photo? Vintage photo, which is my favorite. I have tons of these. Give an aged look to it. Don't have that. Tea stain it. Tea bags. There's always ways to use what you have in the house. You don't have to go out and buy everything. That's why I will give you suggestions. Dollar Tree, there's a lot of ways. If not, you know, there are acrylic paints you can get for about $1. Use a coupon. Some of this stuff, you don't have some of this stuff, find old clothes. Rip up old clothes. It's the greatest thing in the world. You ain't gonna use it. Find a way. See, we'll do a little melting once we get it on there. There's always ways to work it in. Again, it's all about multi-layering. Get it up in there a little bit. Let it dry. And you're going to melt it just slightly on this one because it's about a layered look. It almost looks like the tux on her. We're still going to make the rib show. Keeps me from putting actual ribbon. I could still put ribbon on it, but it might still be too much. I'm going to sort of tuck that underneath her rib cage because it would melt anyway if her ribs were showing. Just slightly because we're going to melt it a little bit anyway. Make some scorch marks. Like it's been decayed some. Still looks silly yet. We're not done yet. Nowhere near it. That's why it takes me it's way over an hour to do them. Like I said, it just looks funny right now, right? Have you seen my other ones? The other ones are more scary. This one is going to be a little bit more elegant. Let's see. I think I need to do another layer of that organza. Definitely another layer of that so that it looks more poofy. She's all about princess power, right? So let's make her more poofy. She may be dead, but she's still a princess and still poofy. Oh, I haven't forgot, girls, gals. It's a layering effect. She's a princess. She looked funky. She did, but I ain't. I'm gonna put it different layers back and forth. Keep melting them until different layers so it sticks out like a poofy, poofy dress. And people come in and out. I'll keep melting layers in so it gets poofy but still decayed. Just having a little fun doing layers. Stop making it look like Jasmine, or I don't remember the girl from Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't remember her name. But you know what I'm referring to. Ow. Yes, Mick, everybody can hear you, but no, you can't come in. Donald, the middle name is after my father. My father's name was Donald. Yeah, that one hurt. Oosh. Ooshy, ooshy, ooshy. I tried the fingertip thing. Never works. Not for me. The things we do for our children. I got a little burn mark down in there. I have been trying. I've been scrubbing my nails like crazy. I finally got most of the black out from there from doing all the staining. And, yep, I threw that in the trash. I'm gonna keep layering there. Put a little hole, scrunch it up, keep layering it. Ouch, finger sore. Go with another layer, a little longer, a little poofier. Let's go a little bit. It's funny, I have all this material and I don't, so not quite. The princess is arriving. Hopefully I won't burn myself so much on this piece. Her butt's getting bigger. Hot. Ain't doing that again. At least with that finger. I know some of you going in and out. I don't know if you guys think it's so easy to do. It takes a long time to do these things. It's not made in China. Maybe the skeleton is, but it's not made in China. Maybe the materials are, but it's... This young thing is not made in China. See how those little holes, they're going to disappear. Because I'm going to melt them. Put holes there and there. I don't want it to all be the same, of course. Ooh, that stinks. That pee smells like cat pee. That definitely smells like cat pee. I still want to see those rib cages. Stinky. Smelly, stinky. I think she needs a little puffy sleeves. See, puffy sleeves. No puffy sleeves. Let's give her some puffy sleeves. Finger hurts. I think she needs some puffy sleeves. My finger still hurts. Wee. I think all princesses for Disney have these weird puffy sleeves. I know the 80s wedding dresses did. No, because I'm live. Stay away, Jeff. No, because I'm live. I told you that. Stay away. That's a good puffy sleeve. Hot glue sticking to me. Remember, it's all layering. We are not nowhere done. I don't know if you guys are watching and liking it, but she's a coming together. See, it'll seep right through. Ow. 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 Puffy sleeves. Ow. Used to be with cotton. Padded cotton sleeves. Ow. I used to be with Kremlin, not so much Thule. When it came to wedding dresses. I remember what we used to wear with padded dresses. up these just a little bit. Oh, the melted nook. She looks weird. I'm aware of it. She's also dead. We're still at the beginning. Well, somewhat beginning now. Give me time. I think I might actually find a way to put lipstick on her. Oh yeah, there it goes. See how it's balling up? Do you see it? Let's see if I can bring the light down for you guys. If that helps. See how it's balling up? I hope I can bring that light down for you guys to see a little better. See how the gloss went to it? Now you guys can see the details a little better. So you guys can see. Okay, let's stick her over for a few minutes because I'm getting bored dealing with her. Let's start working on the wings. Now, I have what's called shank cutters, and if you're not aware of what shank cutters are, they're great for cutting off backs of buttons. So on the back of these, I don't know if I can get this off the way I want. And there we go. Oh, yeah, I don't even have to do that. That's even better. Because I can't exactly take this off and not tear them apart because they are cheap. So, yeah. Trash. See, I wanted to have more of these, and in those colors. I can always make it iridescent. That's not an issue. I will have her use an iridescent spray on the wings. Kind of like Tinkerbell. Now I can make one like Tinkerbell. If anybody ever wants me to, I'll make a Tinkerbell looking one. Tinkerbell will be a lot easier to do. And then, of course, Rapunzel. Rapunzel is a little more complicated. Freaking finger hurts. Oh, here's a little blister. Okay, so this one's definitely going to need this. See if I can get up underneath it to where I can tear it. There it goes. Now this one's going to let me take the whole thing off in one piece. Alrighty, that's 2 of them. I only want 4 of these, so I'll put this one over. I'm going to use those 2 and see if this one would be nice. Of course not. Get up underneath it. So it still shows the veins in it, which is what I wanted for this one. I've been using a whole bunch of different types of mediums. For those that are not crafters, mediums just means materials. It's just in crafting world, a lot of the things just have different words. That's all. Yeah, you can see why I don't clean my floors often. I'm not one of those people that believes that your craft room is pretty. If your craft room is pretty, you're not crafting. Unless you have somebody else that cleans up after it, like you have a studio. Like literally a studio. And I don't have somebody that cleans my craft room. I'd actually probably get mad at that. Because then I wouldn't know where my stuff is. And even if I was in where somebody was recording me for a show, I'd get mad because I'd still, even if I had stuff set up, like for this, even when I do stuff, I still will get up and go grab something because I come up with ideas. That drives me crazy. All right, so we have some of the wings. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, so we have a solid set here. And since they're not so stiff on that one, we're about to make these stiff. I'm gonna pull my foot up. I can't sit totally Indian style flat on my butt because of the tear in my hip. Doctor says I have to wait for a while now. Okay, so we're gonna layer these to an area, upwards and downwards with different layers because I want them to pop in different directions. Know what I mean, Vern? You guys know what that's from, right? You see what I'm saying? I want different directions, like higher and lower. You know what I mean, right? Right. All right, so I'm going to take a purple set. I'm going to go lower with these guys. It can be pretty. Now, you can do it obviously different kinds of ways. I'm telling you. You wonder why I have hundreds and hundreds of glue sticks. I have plans with the glue sticks, too, for Halloween. Now, I'm going to do it the opposite direction with the purple. Yep. Because I'm going to do, once again, the layer look. You see it, right? You get the idea. Now, this is backwards. The other side is the front. This is the back side of the wings. You'll see what I mean in a second if you don't get it. See? This is going to be attached to her backpack. Backpack, get it? Back and pack. See, I mean, I can do this one this way. So the back part of their back looks pretty. So it all looks pretty. I want her to be pretty either way. Even if she's dead, she's still got to be cute. She got to sparkle, even if she's dead, because she's still a pretty princess dead fairy. Yeah, I talk to myself. I can't help it. Welcome, welcome, back and forth. See how she's gonna look? I still don't have her hair. I'm still gonna do, what does Rapunzel like too? She's an archer. I wonder if I have some toothpicks. I think we should do some sort of archery. Put an archery on her. That would be cute, right? I think so. Yeah. And I think I have something to go with that because I have stems here from doing other wings. Archery. a straight piece by chance on this thing? Maybe I do. There's got to be a straight piece on this. Oh, that's not so straight. But you guys didn't think I'd take that into account. She was archery. Because she is a Disney one. These are stem off a vine set from the Dollar Tree. Once I get it on there, I'll take some little pieces of rope and twine it. So a whole bunch of different things in play here. Figure out the bow and arrows yet. If there's an extra little piece there yet, it's okay. So we got our bow. Right, pretty cool. So we have our bow. Let's see if I can find some twine or, oh, you know, I got thread. I have embossing thread. Let's use that. Let me put back that ribbon I used because she's still a tomboy. So I have some embroidery thread and they happen to be in the same box. And yeah, dark. Let's go with a darker brown. You guys think that I'm not thinking that far ahead? Come on now. I told you it was a multitasky type thing. Parts and pieces come into play. And one part of her bow and arrow to hold that together. Or her bow, not her bow and arrow. Gotta do the other end. Again, giving the fairies all a rest. Her wings a rest, working on something out. Ow, ow. This is embroidery floss. I have no idea what color it is. It's just dark. I don't know what number it is. It's just brown. Anybody watch Wild Earp? Or Wyandotte Earp? Who's watching The Purge? I'm watching The Purge. I'm watching a lot of shows right now. I really thought that the Fear of the Dead was going to merge. So that's a little bit of a disappointment. If I put glossy on this, it would seal it better. But it takes too long to dry considering the video. Alright. So the bow is done. Let me see if I leave this out. Maybe, I don't have, do I have any? I don't think I have any, toothpicks. Toothpicks would work. But I do need to make, I don't know if I have any. I have felt. Where's my felt? Oh, felt. Box. Oh, perfect little piece. Make a little bag. It's for her bows, or her arrows. You see what I'm saying? She got something for her bows. Let's see if I can burn it just slightly on the edges. It is leather. That's why it was a perfect piece for me to grab, because it's leather. It's suede leather. I was looking for felt, but this was even better. Better. Definitely different smell. I got a whole room full of interesting smells. Aging it a bit. I said I wasn't going to particularly do this one live. Which end is closed? Oh, this one's closed. More rounded. It stinks. Rawhide. Hot. Was it the leather? It was definitely the hot glue. I'm not sorry, I don't have the patience to do that right now. I can get just one bow in it, one arrow for the bow. I'd be thrilled if I can find something. If not, a Q-tip will work. I don't have any toothpicks. Not per se. I have the picks, 2 picks, and a wood one. If I had more of the patience to sew and... Oh, I know what I could do to this. I don't want to put too tight, but... Sewing would definitely be better for this piece. I'll leave this long. Gold. Gold gel pen. Wonder if it'll stick. Oh, it did. A little bit if you just do a couple on, right? Not that it really gonna make a difference, right? White would probably look better, a black one, but yeah, I'll do that not purposely, but I've already started it, I guess. I'm not gonna put Rapunzel's name on it, stupid. Well, so I got her little bag with her bit of bow. And she looks kind of badass. That's done, don't need this. So I'll be able to tie that to her. I should glitz that up a little bit more. I have the white spray glitter. Should I add on more glitz or age? Let's add some age. What do I have for age? I don't think I should age it with spritz. I think it'll be too much. Let's actually age her with actual ink. If I use a spritz, I think it'll get too dark. Even the wings, I can always add glitter afterwards. I think it would be way, way bad. Way, 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 way bad. Way bad, too wicked bad. And you don't want to melt these because these are plastic. I mean, I can melt a little bit into it. I probably will. Again, she's dead. If I can chit chat with you guys directly, I would. I will glitz it up a little bit better after they're on. If you're just joining me, this is Rapunzel. As much as I can get to Disney Rapunzel. You saw me just do her bow and the bag for her arrow. Her head is not done. I have not scalped the Barbie yet. It's Takes a few minutes to scalp it, clean it down. Her face obviously will not look like an actual Disney character because she's dead. So understand that she's sunken in. There's no skin. So before anybody shoots me in the foot, she's dead. There's no skin. It's like the clothes, decaying. This is an interpretation of a dead princess. But this is a dead fairy princess. It's a twist of fate, twist of luck, twist of mind. You gotta have a weird imagination. And I do. And I'm super excited for those who follow me on YouTube. I wish you'd go over and convert over to my Facebook. You really do, to keep up with me for my yard. This year. Every year I do something different. You'll see stuff from each year that'll be presented every year, but I always add something new every year. And then this year is new, but not new, but still new. You'll see what I'm talking about if you follow me. There's elements and stuff I've already talked about. And I think before, where's my mermaid, or my girl here? I still got to put a little moss on her because she's come out of the grave to a point. I might have to put more ink in this. No, it's dirty enough. You can see it just enough. Yeah, you can see it just enough without being too much. If I put more ink on my pad, it'd be too much. For now, at least, on my pad. But it'd be too much on this guy. Gal. You'll see it when I do the back. See where you can see just enough of it? Let me know below if you want me to do more lives of things that I'm doing, especially for Halloween. I don't generally do a whole lot of pieces, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't decorate inside for Halloween. I am the outside crazy spooky woman that likes to freaking scare people. It started years ago when my daughter and I made a full-grown woman pair of pants. It was the greatest thing in the world. And we really didn't do anything to the yard, which was the fun part. We just was able to scare somebody in just the right way. And then the whole yard scaring thing popped into play. And I didn't have my daughter last year, but boy, I tell you what, I was still able to scare people. It was the whole yard play last year. This year, I have different elements. Now, I haven't done her feet. I have plans for her feet. I'm going to darken her up a little bit more. Her hands are still bound. Sorry, guys, but I need to keep her darkening her chest a little bit here. I need to keep her bound long enough. See, now she's a little darker and dirtier. She dug her way out. Put this over and clean my sponges. I just cleaned the water. It's not clean no more. Mickey tried to drink at it. It was making me upset early. Okay, so she is done. I have been debating whether or not I put a little ruffle around the bottom of her here. But I'm concerned that it might be just too much because I do want to put some beads on her. Her hair and head I do want to do. Let's see what I have on beads here. Let me put her up because that way I can work on the head afterwards. I got sequins. If you are not on my Facebook page, you do not know what I'm doing. And trust me, you do want to know what I'm doing. These are cute enough. I have a lot of this up for sale, guys, and I mean a lot. What I have here, I have 4 containers. I have more than 10 times this up for sale. I have 1 box up. I have 50 things up for sale in a box for 50 bucks. And crystals, turquoise, glass, hand-blown glass. Whole bunches of stuff. I think those 2 are perfect. I don't know if I want to put sequins to her, but let's see. I got 3, 4, not you. Kind of weird. The last 2 things that I was doing with this was right off the back on the first box. Because I still would have to mount this. I know you guys are going, why? Because she's dead. She's dead. Sorry, guys, but she's dead. So. I don't need more than that. Don't need more than that. Tell you what. My nail girl introduced me to a wax pencil. If you don't have a wax pencil, use a crayon. I swear by it now. So, she needs a little bit of bling. She may be a tomboy, but she is still a lady. Let me pull you down closer to me once again. Those are too big. Gotta go with smaller. I think I put it in the wrong place. Where in the heck did I put the glue? Again, I will melt it in a little bit. I don't know where I put the glue over here. Spider webs. The one thing about getting hot glue with spider webs on something like this is you can just leave them on it. I'm gonna unbound her now. It don't really matter, no. No more. I just bounded her because her arms were driving me crazy. Just like on my mermaids. I think I twisted it too much. Now I gotta figure out. It's like bread ties. Alrighty. Handbound. She's loose. Da, 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 da. Okay, we're gonna melt those two so that they're not gonna be so prevalent. I'm just gonna put a little bit in here. Just a little. She needs a little touch. Just a little bit, maybe a couple of them in here. Again, they will melt in. She needs a little bling. Every girl needs a little bling in her life. Every girl needs a little bling. I don't care. I'm a tomboy too. And right now I have gold. My nail came off, but I don't care. They're all going to fall off right now. Because when I do my nails this next time, you think I'm crazy about my yard. I go super crazy on my nails for Halloween. I've always gotten super crazy for Halloween on my nails. They're flipped upside down. These are more like a cone ones. We're going to put a stone in the middle of them. I am. You guys get to watch. You guys got the easy part. Then again, you got to deal with me, so I don't know how easy that is. Again, it's all layer and let that sit there. These are like the crystal frontage. There it went. And it should melt right around the stone when I melt it with a when I melt it with the layer. Which is stone's plastic, so it will melt even better. Together it'll merge. I've been doing them to the mermaids around the faces. All right, where'd that one go? There it is. I can't tell if it's flipped upside down or not. No, it's not shiny. There's a couple. We're gonna melt that next. What did I say we're gonna do? I said we were gonna do, we're gonna scalp, right? We need to scalp the Barbie. We need to scalp the Barbie next, for sure. Let that soak in here for a sec. Boy, it's like cobwebs of pretty stones. Right? I should put some stones back here. It'd be real pretty, right? Maybe some sequins back here. I definitely don't want to do those cone ones. They're a nightmare. Let me put these stones over. No, you know what? No, they're not worth it. Those are not worth it. I can always buy more. Let's go with these pink ones. Let me put some of those on the back to go more pinky. Yeah. We'll give her some bling around the butt. So all the details. She is, first and foremost, once again, a princess. She did not know she was one, but she still continued doing this after she found out. Archery, that is. She still continued being a boy. Tomboy. Wax crayons are the bomb. Again, you can still use a crayon. Just sharpen down the tip, and if it gets kind of dull, use the lighter. If you think it needs more bling, don't hesitate. Add more sequins. Add some more bling. Again, you're going to melt this down in like I have been doing with the mermaids. melted in. Even if it shifts, she's dead, it's decaying. But it's still bling. Oh, let me put it back here. Rapunzel, let down your hair. Look at that. Just looks awesome. Yeah, stones just look wicked, right? Wickedly cool. See how some of them melted in, some of them still has that partial in there to some of those stones. It's so cool. Those should melt down and burn a little bit. Totally decayed body, decayed clothes. That's cool. I just love her. And she definitely didn't wear jewelry, but her clothes was sort of fancy. I'm not caring about that. So let me put this back. I have to leave this out because I have other projects sitting in front of me. So I can't put her wings on yet. And I'm going to tell you why. One, because this has to dry. And the reason why I put that there, even though the wings are going to be there, you'll still be able to see part of it. Do you see how cool she is? Yeah, right? She's cool. Not done with her. I'm going to put this over here. I always have drawers full of stuff and stuff sitting out that I never get put back. I'm going to put the hot glue over. And I'm going to take a swig of something to drink. Now we get to scalp a doll. You know, remember, I'm going to go with the one with a little bit darker hair so that I don't actually have to darken the hair. So before I do that, and this is why I needed, I may just use that wire because I am worried. I'm a bit worried about braiding. I don't know if I'm going to be able to braid her. What is that in her hair? Did she have something in her hair? Oh, look. You see it? I don't know. It wasn't my doll. She had an earring here. Maybe that's what it was for. I don't know. It couldn't matter. I'm scalping her anyway. My worry is that I don't know if the hair will stay down when I scalp her. Maybe I'll have to just twist it. Maybe I'll just twist it and pull her hair back this way and twist it and do it when it's on it. Okay, well, say bye-bye. Not as easy to pop. Oh, poor baby. Yeah, back to my shank cutter. I've been decapitating Barbies for the last couple days. It's been so much fun. Come on, now tell me if you have not done one, you've thought about it. And more than likely, a boy has already done it. Now, I'm not going to throw the faces away because I definitely have plans for that. But I'm trying to cut up close to the hairline because I'm still wanting to use it. Look at that. Sometimes you can rip it just all the way around the hairline. sometimes it's not so nice. I still don't like to use the word scout because I have a lot of respect for the Indian Nation. I grew up with studying, being powwows, being around them. Being out in Apache territory for 3 years, it's funny because you don't approach an Indian. If you guys did not know that, it's actually considered complete disrespect. And they come to you, and Apache come up to me in Arizona and said, hey, who taught you the ways of a red man? I said, I grew up around them. I was raised around being taught. And then down here in Cherokee, and then we have the Ojibwe in Ohio. And then here in Florida, it's very interesting because we have a lot of the names here even after the Indians. Like we have the Ohio River, and if you guys did not know, Ohio is not Ohio, it's Ohio. It is an Indian name. If you guys did not know that. West Virginians actually say it more correctly. They say Ohio. Yeah. So, dun 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 dun. I still gotta cut the back off. I just cut her head off. How many times? Once again, you gotta give me love that you have probably avoided wanting to do it, even if you love Barbies. If you never got a chance, I know you wanted to. This is my third one that I've got a chance to do in the last couple of days, and it's been seriously gratifying. I don't know if I'd go out and buy one to do it, but I've gone to the thrift stores and I couldn't find some, so shout out to Nicole and her daughter. And I'm not done with Barbies yet. I went out and bought a cheap one. Finally, I got one. I had to go to the Dollar Tree, and I didn't even want to buy any because I knew she was going to give me some, but I thought I'd get a couple. She sent me 8. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, they got broken parts. And I'm like, are you kidding? Hello, Halloween. You see the whole hair thing going on. I may have to cut this head down some more because it's a really big head. Look at that. That one's got a burnt hair. You see it? It's burnt. Here, I'm talking about complaining about being burnt, right? So, that's a big head. I've never put the doll head on one of these yet. So, let's see. What must I do to work that out? So, I only need half the head. So we now know that. So I can cut the head in half. Right back here where the ears would have been. So, like if I was parting the hair to do a perm. If you didn't know, I'm a cosmetologist, so I know that. So if I was parting the head, let's see what I got there where I can part it. Where's the ears? If I was parting it, I don't know how they have the hair on these things. Work my way across. This is so I don't mess up the hair. Listen to me, I'm playing with a damn Barbie doll here and think of it as an actual human head. Help me if I'm doing it though. Okay, so if I cut right there, The least likely of the amount of hair that I'd probably lose. I'm sure I'm still going to lose some, but it'll help. Give me a hairline. I'm going to have a hairline. That's silly. Now let's see if I can cut. I doubt it, but I'm sure I'm still going to lose hair. I'm going to have hair loss, folks. I'm going to go and have massive hair loss. Would you like to join me on that? I am voluntarily going to have hair loss. This is what I was worried about. So let's see if this works. No, I don't have any hairbrushes for Barbie. Sorry. I wanted to keep that part. I still have to break her down a little bit on the sides. I see the part. That's the good part. Now see, I need to cut that down right here. Thin it down a little bit. Throwing this crap away. I have freaking hair all over me. It's like cleaning after the dogs. I've probably gone to a hair salon and got all this stuff free. I can rotate some of the hair down over it. Yeah. Yeah, baby, that looks pretty good. Right? Let me show you. Alright, so let's... That looks pretty good. And what about the back of the head? Yep. See, now this is too bulky. And there's no hair back here. Really, anyway. So, I'm going to debulk that. Yeah. And I'm going to get rid of all the issues. But the hair will cover. This is where I said that I was concerned. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. I'm not going to get rid of all the issues, but it's going to cure some of it. What in the world is that? I actually went to Michael's and I was like, oh, where am I going to find somebody on Barbie here? Yep. So, time to put hair on the dolly. Sort of dolly. I want the part, obviously, in the middle. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. We'll darken this up. We just got to get it to attach first. You can see where it's starting to come into play, right? She's becoming Rapunzel. Oh, Lord have mercy. Now for my Facebook players and anybody that joins my Facebook play, it might be later on tonight. See, now I got another face to play with. See, I could put it in the hands of it and go, oh, it could be a face mask. I need to put it back on and hold it. I can't wait to show you guys the mermaids. If you're not on my Facebook page, you're really missing out on a lot of things I show live. I get more intimate. I really do. It's a lot easier because I think I'd drive you guys crazy because I don't even know how many. I think I have about 1,400 videos. I need to go through and clean them out, but there's at least 500 or 600 videos I haven't tagged yet. So that's, if you see low numbers at the most recent ones, that's because I haven't tagged them. And I'm not worried about that because I will age down in there. So the idea is to get it on as a stick. And then we can work her hair down over the edges. You'll see what I'm referring to. If we can get her hair, hot glue gun back around. See how it's stuck in there? And get the hair. Just stick down in there. I want her hair to be done this way. Da 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 da. I know I've been in hair a long time, guys. We're almost there. It takes a long time to do these. I can do simple ones in 15 minutes. This one's a little more themed. I can do multiples of the same one pretty fast. But I'm trying to get her where her hair will poof up in the back here. If you guys can see that. And that's what I'm trying to do. craft version of hairspray. Plaster hairspray, right? I'll paint some colors, maybe some flowers in it. Where's her wings? Even for my tweezers. That's my regular tweezers because I'm having a hard time reaching on. It's so silly. These stupid nails are way too long. And they're driving me crazy. You don't need to make a fake lizard. I have so many dead ones and real ones floating around here. What the heck? I just need to make another knot. It just keeps slipping. That's driving me crazy. Where's my craft tweezers? It's driving me crazy. Those are regular tweezers. It's making me mad now. All it took was my craft tweezers. Wicked. There we go. A little more burnt. Gotta watch around the head. Gotta put some flowers on her, do a little crusty look around her eyes, make a little arrow. And then I think she'll be done. Ow, hot. Gotta give that a second. She's looking pretty nice, right? And you guys didn't think she was going to turn into one. She didn't look it. It's all about layering. Smoking. She looks so awesome. I'm going to attach some of her dresses drive me crazy. Little too poofy. Tame it a little bit. Boy, that looks cool. Burn around the edges. Probably been smarter to do it before I put it on her, but it's so cool. I want to do it there, but it's so close to her head. That worked enough. Now it's starting to get really smoky in here. The benefit is doing it this way is the wings are curling better. She's wicked. All right, so she needs a bow and arrow. She needs antiqued around her face. A little bit. Her eyes need to be done. So let's age her face a little bit better because her hairline now needs to be colored in because of the Barbie head. Take it in there a little bit. That's why I didn't want to do blonde hair. I'm sure you guys now get it. It would have been really bad with the dark scalp, or light scalp. I said I would have had to darken it anyway if you were paying attention at the beginning. And this way I can control it. So now you can't see that it is a Barbie head. Darken that. she needs some flowers and something done to her eyes a little bit, and I think, and her feet, and then she'll be done. Oh, and a arrow. Just a few little details. Then I think she's set. I think she's beautiful. So I'm gonna put this over hot glue gun and see what I can find on little flowers. I don't think I need the embroidery floss anymore. I know you guys don't want to keep hearing me talk any more than I do, but because I would really, really, really like to have a cigarette. I could take a piece off of a bone off one of my mermaids. That could work. That might work. Let me snip one off. It's not going to be messed. But I believe it would fit into the little bag. That's a little arrow piece. Right? That one, and I think I can take one off the other one without being missed, the one that's done. Actually, that one would be nice because it's already done. Maybe I can take another one off of this one. Yeah, I don't think it'll be missed off this one either because of the way it's set up. My daughter, if you ever watch this movie, I cut on one mermaid to help you with your fairy. So there's what I can use for arrows. Put two of them on. Okay, flowers. Let's see what I may have for tiny little flowers. I may have tiny little flowers maybe. We got little pearls. I can just wrap that quote unquote on the flowers. I think that'd be too big. Yeah. That's the wrong color. That's the wrong color. Work with me, guys. Ooh. I got it. Okay, so arrows, eyes, feet, it's all right here. Alright, I got it. Alright, so we got these little things here. These could be used as flowers, and I've got itty bitty flowers here. I've got it. See, it's gonna go quick now. You guys can be done with me. I'm done with her. We'll have to age the flowers a little bit. I'm gonna put some flowers in her hair. Of course, we gotta put some stuff in her hair. Come on now, guys. It's Rapunzel. And she is as close as I can get to a Disney did Rapunzel. I like little raspberries. They look like little flowers. And soften them. Where's my little pinky flowers? One would work. And then just put the purples in and put some pink paint on it. Maybe I'll do that. I'm going to age them a little bit. Okay, where's my tweezers at again? I'm going to get real quiet. Seriously quiet on you this time. I'm not trying to get this knocked out because you guys can see what I'm doing. These are pearl trims. But I do it just right. It should help make it look like it's braided. You get what I'm saying? So I twist it to look like it's too hard to braid. And even if you were to scalp something that was braided or decapitate, tear apart, be Hannibal Lecter, however you want to put it. Okay. I think that'll work. Okay, so now a little arrow. Arrow. they suck at making them. This don't work? I don't know. It's too big, but I can cut it. So in the meantime, okay. What can I do to make her more lively? I think. So what things should we give her, like brown shoes? Maybe some brown shoes. Hot cocoa, could imagine. I think more of our boots. That's dark chocolate. Hot chocolate, I don't think is correct. Like, say dark chocolate. Give her some sort of like boots. So she'll have to sort of dry upside down. We can make her sparkle. We can make her wings sparkle a little bit better. Horrifying glow. Maybe a horrifying glow. Or do I have like oh, icicles. Lay it on super thick. Super sparkly. She's super sparkly now. Her wings are. So am I. When in doubt, make your arrows. Hot glue and plastic fish bones. Right? Here's now for commercial break. Not. A little sharper at the tip. Sharp enough. Shaped enough for me. Making sure it doesn't go anywhere because I don't want it to come off after all that work. Damn it. One of the arrowheads came off. Where'd it go? What's going on now? I ain't cut for my damn mermaid still. Still got the feet to do. I gotta paint that a little bit. That needs black. It's about done. I got the feet and a little black on that, and I think she's done. It's gotta dry. But I think she's amazing. What do I think? So 2 arrows are there. Oh shoot, I almost forgot about her eyes. Let's go green glowing because her eyes are actually green. Where's my green glowing glue? Her eyes are actually green in the movie. Look how spooky that is. So she is definitely, she's got her bow and arrow and bow. And we're gonna try to put boots. See one high boot on her. partial because you don't want to do a whole one because it'll rot away. This is liquid pearl from Ranger. This is dark chocolate. Oh, it's not sketchy here. I'm going to make my daughter wait to take this until she gets home, or back here in November, just so that I can use it for Halloween. I'll let her pick, I don't care. That's one shoe, partial boot shoe. Breathe. Dumb app. Okay, where's the cat? I don't know. I think she's pretty awesome. And I know some of you were probably very skeptical and might have even thumbs down me. You might want to go back and redo that. She is pretty amazing. A transformation. What do you think? Let me take that light off so much. Pull it up. What do you think? Does she look like a Disney dead? Huh? Disney dead. No, Rapunzel. She cannot look directly like Rapunzel. Come on, she is a dead fairy. What do you think? See? Poe. Her bow and arrows. Her hair. Her green eyes. We gave her wings. She's got her boots. Her pink and purple dress. Come on. It's pretty good, right? Thumb up me. Thumb up me.